Potential of digital biomarkers. I have worked for 4 years and a half as a regulator, and this was for the Swiss authority approving treatments for the Swiss market, Swissmedic. I was assessing mainly compounds that would have been beneficial for patients with brain and mental diseases. And so I have seen very often how clinical trials might have failed because scales were not good enough to discriminate changes given to a treatment. And simply because the scales that we use today are, first of all, obsolete. They have been developed in the 60s. So, I mean, medicine has developed to the speed of light as compared to where we stand or we stood in the 60s. And it's also because those scales are mainly designed for disease stages that are not early phase. And now medicine is moving through the early phase of any disease, especially neurodegenerative diseases. So we need more subtle and precise and accurate measurements of what has been done so far. Those scales are also very much prone to biases, the scales that exist today. So inter-rater variability, intra-rater variability. Very often a trial will fail just for this type of problem, meaning the assessor in New York would have had a bias or a way of assessing different than the person assessing in Rome. And when they would have compared the outcomes, they would have said, not good enough, not robust enough. There is too much of variability between the two doctors, and they have to do retraining, and maybe the training doesn't bring the result that one wants. So to make the story short, there is a very big problem in the scales which are used today. Those are scales that do not measure in an accurate fashion the changes we need to learn about, especially for neurodegenerative disorders, but I would say in general for the whole neuroscience indications. And so digital biomarkers are, in my opinion, the transformation to basically those type of problems. Digital biomarkers are the tool that will literally transform the way we do clinical development, especially for brain and mental disorders, because they will allow us to learn new information that are not known today to us as clinicians, because our eyes cannot discriminate what digital biomarkers in a very precise and accurate fashion can measure. And additionally, digital biomarkers allow a different type of monitoring. It can be done remotely, it can be done 24 hours per week, so per day and per week. So, as I said, based on my previous experience as a regulator, I hope and I think that digital biomarkers will be the solution to transform with the way we do things today, which, I repeat, in my opinion, it's not accurate enough, might be obsolete, the way we measure diseases, and therefore digital biomarkers are the needed tool. This is why I joined Altoida, the startup that I am currently working for as the chief medical officer. And I'm pretty sure that in 5 years from now, the way we will do drug development based on the use of digital biomarkers will be a completely new one.